NBA action is coming up. Well, we should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Coach. Both of these teams excel at creating fast break opportunities.
Look, Kevin, you're right. Both of these teams prefer to get out and attack before the other can get their defense set. They want to use their speed and athleticism, and they need to get as many easy buckets as they possibly can.
Mobley with the block. 3-on-3. Reeves outside. Pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. Back to Reeves. 5 to shoot. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now White. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. I wondered what Coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach joked, going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment, so Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
To the inside, kept alive, pass to Bailey. Now, here's George. It's stolen by Kuminga. Left side, Towns. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
And here's George. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Towns.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach streak.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Mobley. And they get it. Reeves with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Quick move by Towns. The defender couldn't get in position to cut him off.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Reeves outside. Pass to Towns.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Randall is doubled. And here's Towns. There's Kuminga. White knocks it away.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim. Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Here's Reeves. Hasn't made one yet. Count it.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's White. George with no one around. Good good on the triple.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Reeves outside. Pass to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Towns. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by George.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
1:11 left in the first quarter. George double-teamed. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Reeves with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The kick out to Towns.
A nice use of those long arms by Mobley. He's got a lot of reach.
44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Randall is doubled. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Towns.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And the 3 off target.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there, George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Pass to Walsh. Mobley outside. Shoots over Towns. Mobley misses.
Well, he didn't go up very strong there, and the defense was able to just push him off the shot.
And so the first quarter is in the books.
The visiting team.
They're up by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Kevin, back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. From deep, George. Missed that one. Still looking for a shot. Just 2 for 9.
Good effort by Randall to get up the floor and make himself available.
George double-teamed. Down low. Here's Walsh. The layup off target.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
That one falls.
And they continue to control the glass.
And here's the fast break. Here's Towns. Pass to Shannon. Takes it inside. The 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Five points in the game.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Checking in for the away team.
Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Exceptional vision. George tearing up the defense when they leave one of his teammates uncovered.
Paul George.
Now here's Randall. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Shannon. And they'll get another chance. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, you know, usually you want to foul a 7-footer, but not Towns. He's excellent at the line.
Good on the second free throw. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Kuminga. Mobley with the block.
And that's the defensive player of the year there. Mobley with the denial, making sure the ball didn't get to the rim.
Team foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Springer. Back to George. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Mobley. 6 points for him. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Number 8.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
White goes in. Mobley misses. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And recognized the change of possession and got in front for the score. Randall just a step ahead on that one.
Springer can't get it to go. Pass to Randall. Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Towns. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
George double team. Kuminga with it. He's picked up by White. Pass to Shannon. And he converts the layup. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Randall is doubled. And Towns throws it down.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
White, wide open. He fires.
3 points.
That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Mobley with it. He's got 8. And Paul George with the 3. George has got 6 here in this quarter. Over in the corner, Kuminga. It's picked off. And that concludes the first half. Up by 9. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Reeves outside. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 5. Towns in the corner. The shot from the low post is good. Towns has got 15 points.
Yeah, and at 7 feet tall, Towns is a major threat inside. The defense has to guard him better than that.
Anthony Towns. First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw good from George. And George drops them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Pass to Reeves. Here's Randall. He's got 8. Back to Reeves. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Reeves has got his second basket of the night.
And the defense has to be more mindful of Reeves, especially when he's roaming around there in the corner.
And it's George missing.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And stolen by White. Pass to George. And an intentional foul right there.
Kaminga. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, George. Here's Walsh. No good on the 3.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's Randall with the drive. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Kuminga. And the 3 ball is good. Kuminga's got 7 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's White missing. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And George, here we go. And the rejection by Towns.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Mobley with the block. With the drive. And George with the stuff.
A fantastic shooter from deep. George forces defenders out, and then that just opens up the driving lanes for him.
Now here's Randall. 11 points in the game. And here's Reeves outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Reeves has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Clock at 6. There's Kuminga. Knocks down the 3-ball. Kuminga's got 10.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. It's just a great ball movement.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
Number 8, Terry Shannon.
To the right side. Offline with his 3. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
A nice wrinkle in Randall's game. He can make that crucial extra pass when the opening is there.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And it's Towns missing.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
It's stolen by Kuminga. Shoots the three. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Good on the 3-point shot.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Pass to Randall. Outside, Kuminga. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
61.
Delivering.
The visiting team, 37.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Inside, George. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
3rd personal foul.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
2nd team foul.
And here's George for 3.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
And it's White missing. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
It's Randall with the drive. Payne for 3. And here we go. George. Whoa!
Gracious. And hustle Payne off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Randall outside. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Pass to Mobley. Reeves with the rebound. There's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And it's Towns missing. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Tipped away. Right wing. Outside, George. In the corner, it's Mobley. It's stolen by Randall. There's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
How about the instincts on the defensive side from Randall? Excellent job there of getting the steal.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Randall surveying the D. Reeves right side. driving to the basket. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, that's just great focus from Reeves, showing some toughness, converting that through contact.
GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Past season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it will be the last time we see it happen.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Reeves outside. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Team ball.
It's stolen by Randall. Hitting Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
What a powerful dunk by Towns, showing the rim no mercy.
.152 left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Reeves. The kick out to Towns. No good from outside. And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
And I like that Mobley keeps his options open. He knows by making that pass, it could lead to something better.
The kick out to Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Count that one.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
.40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Payne. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now, Mobley. .12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so they get the victory here at home. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of